Okay, today we are going to review the distributive property. And one thing to note about the distributive property, it's similar to doubling a recipe. When you distribute the variable or the term in front of the parentheses, you are going to multiply it by each term inside the parentheses. Just like you would if you were doubling or tripling a recipe, you would multiply each ingredient by 2 or 3. So here we have A times the parentheses B plus C. So you're going to multiply A times B and A times C. So it would be AB plus AC. So this also works with subtraction. It would look very similar, but you would just keep your subtraction sign. So it'd be AB minus AC. Next, we're going to talk about when we distribute a negative. And that would apply to each term inside the quantity. All the signs will switch. Another thing to note is that if it is only a negative, then you can show the number 1 because you're really multiplying by -1. So that's something to keep in mind too. And what that would look like is negative times x minus 3. Really, it's going to just change each sign so that x will become negative x and 3 will become positive 3. Okay, so now we're going to relate this to a recipe. We're preparing a recipe that requires 5 frozen bananas per batch, plus an unknown amount of chocolate, which will use the variable x. You're going to write an expression with parentheses that represents to quadruple the recipe. So what that would look like is 4, and then the ingredients inside the recipe, so quadruple means 4, and then the ingredients will go inside the parentheses, and we'll use x for the unknown amount of chocolate and plus 5 frozen bananas. Okay, and then to note that this should work for any value for x. And when we simplify this expression, we are going to write it on this bowl down here. So if we were to simplify, 4 times x becomes 4x, and then 4 times 5 becomes 20, and we're just going to keep our addition sign because we're not multiplying by a negative. So it's 4x plus 20. You would need 20 frozen bananas and whatever 4 times the amount of chocolate. Okay, we're going to go back to distributing a negative, and we're going to look at 2 examples of this. So here we have -2 times x minus 5. So we're going to multiply -2 times x, which becomes -2x. And then we're also going to multiply -2 times -5, and that becomes a negative times a negative is a positive 10. Or you could look at it as 2 times 5, which is 10. And because we're multiplying by a negative, this sign is going to change. For this next example, we're going to write the invisible 1 in front right here. And so really we're multiplying by -1. So this becomes -1 times 4e. So 4e is now going to become negative. And then -1 times 3 is going to be -3. We're going to subtract 3. So again, this sign is going to change, and really 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, so now we're going to do some examples. So we're going to simplify each expression using the distributive property. So here we're going to multiply -6, or 6 times 2x, and because we have the negative in front, each sign is going to change. So 6 times 2 is 12. We keep our x, and it becomes negative because of the negative sign in front. this sign is going to change, so it's going to be subtract. And then 6 times 3 is 18, so you have negative 12x minus 18. Okay, so then this example 2, now we have two variables, but it really doesn't matter, it's going to be the same. So we're going to multiply 5 times m, and that becomes 5m. And then 5 times n, we're going to just keep our subtraction sign because we're multiplying by a positive, and that becomes 5n. And something to keep in mind when you are writing or simplifying expressions, you are going to simplify them the best that you can. So even after you distribute, you still might have to combine like terms, and your variables need to be in alphabetical order. All right, now let's do example 4 while we're here. Looking at this one, we are distributing a negative, and I can write an imaginary 1 in here. So negative 1 times 3f is going to be negative 3f. 1 times 4g is going to be 4g, and because we're multiplying by a negative, this sign now becomes positive, or adding. 1 times 5 is 5. We're multiplying by a negative, so this becomes a negative, or subtracting. So there's our simplified expression. And again, it's still in alphabetical order because F becomes before G. All right, now to look at this example, we're multiplying by 3C. So we're going to do 3C times A. And with this example, when you write your variables, they are going to be in alphabetical order also. So it's going to be 3AC plus, we don't have a negative, we're going to multiply 3BC, and then 3C times 8, which 3 times 8 is 24, and we'll have just the C. And another thing to note is that the double variables come before the single variables. All right, with our next example, now we are going to see what it looks like when you multiply the same variable times the same variable. So here we have negative 8u. So 8 times 3 is 24. And u times u is going to give us u squared. And then also we're multiplying by a negative, so we have a negative in front of our 24. And because we're multiplying by a negative, this sign now becomes an addition sign. And then 8u times w is going to be 8uw. And then we're multiplying by a negative, so this plus sign becomes a subtraction sign. And we're multiplying 8u times 7. 8 times 7 is 56. And there's no variable, so it's just u. All right, we're going to skip down to example 7 because I want to show you what this one looks like. So now we're multiplying TV. So TV times t, well, we have t times t is t squared. And we only have a 1v, so that's just going to stay like this. And then this term, we're going to keep our subtraction sign. We're going to keep the 4 because there's no number in front of TV. And then we only have one t that's being multiplied. And v times v is going to give us v squared. Then for the very last term, we are going to keep our addition sign because there's no negative in front. And we're just multiplying it by 1, so it stays TV. Okay, next example, this is where we have multiple steps. So we are going to multiply x times 14x, and because it's a negative, that negative's going to come into the front because 14x is positive. 14 is going to stay because there's no number in front of our x that we're multiplying. Well, there's an imaginary 1. And x times x is x squared. So our first term is negative 14x squared minus 9. So we're multiplying by this negative, so this sign becomes a positive. And 1x times 9 is just 9x. But now we have to multiply this one, distribute this 3 over here. So I'm going to keep this sign because we're adding the two quantities. So 3 times x is just 3x, and then 3 times 1 is 3, and we're multiplying by a positive 3, so this stays negative. But we're not done because now we still have to combine these two terms. So this is what I'm talking about where showing your work is important, because you might want to show that you distributed, but then you need to also combine your like terms, which would give us the answer of negative 14x squared. 9 plus 3 is 12x, and we're only adding so it doesn't become x squared minus 3. So this is our final answer. Okay, so I want you to try examples 6, 8, and 10 on your own, and then you'll put your answers in Schoology.